Or not yet? Okay, next one. It says that AEC is a straight line. So let's say if I have a straight line, trying to visualize what they say. AEC is a straight line. AB is parallel to CD. Huh?
They put arrow already.
Oh, I already got a diagram. Okay, sorry. Yes. Question just to stretch your thinking. Okay, AEC is a straight line. So what they tell you is this one is a straight line. And then they say AB is parallel to CD. So they already put the arrow for you, so you know they are parallel. E and F are 2 points on B and G. So it's just lying on that line. And then BE, EF, and FG is in the ratio of 2 is to 5 is to 1. Remember, it's not the actual length, they are units. Okay, and then they tell me that AB is B and AD up to this point, up to this point only, it's D. Okay, so you can draw the arrow so we know where it stops. So they say, can you show that DF is 1/8? So first thing first, I need you to spot the similar triangle. Can you see the stacked triangle here? Where you have a set of parallel line here. Okay, when you can see this stacked triangle, you know the ratio would be the same throughout. Whether it's the base or the sides, it will all be the same ratio. So first thing first, you can tell me that by AA test, triangle GFD is similar to triangle GBA. So that means this one is similar to this one. Why we know? Because if you have two parallel lines, actually these two angles are corresponding angles. These two are also corresponding angles. So by AA test, they must be similar. Do you have to prove it? No need, unless they ask you to prove in part A. So you must tell me they are similar first. So since they are similar, you can find DF ratio with AB to be the same as the ratio of 1 is to 8. Can y'all see that? It's the same. The ratio of the sides to the long one, this side to the long one, the base to this will all be the same ratio. So you can first write this down. GF and GB should be equal to FD and, oh no, let's write DF in the direction they want. So DF and AB.
The soap dispenser spoiled.
Oh, okay, I let them know. GD and GA. So these three corresponding sides must have the same ratio. So I want this one because it links to what I want to show. I want to use this one because I have the units. So GF is 1 unit. GB is the whole thing. So if you add 1, 5, and 2 together, it's a total of 8. Okay, the whole thing, I repeat this one. You add the 3 parts together, is 1 is to 8. Then DF, I don't know. Okay, DF, I don't know. Or you want to put the vector there, or can put as vector. Okay, so DF, AB is just B. Can you see that when you cross multiply, you have proven that DF must be 1/8 of B when you cross multiply the B. So this one shown. This is part A. You can ignore because they never ask you to relate to that. So you just need 2 pairs will do. Okay. Want to tie for how long? That's why I always braid my daughter's hair, so that she got no chance to untie it in school. I braid Then I tie behind, I braid again so that she cannot take it out in
That's damn
school.
evil eh.
If not, she will always do her hair.
What if it's really uncomfortable?
No, it's not. She's very used to with ballerina, right? Always tie the hair very tight like that one. Must draw one line in the middle. I don't understand, but like the balding like that, right? Poor thing. No, you will take a photo. You think I don't know? Never mind. Okay, BG. It's this full line here.
Hey, so Miss Fang, what's your English name?
Ayu, you every day want to distract me with other things. So to move from B to G is the same as moving from B to A and then A to G. Okay? So if I do that, I can find BA plus AG. So how to find BA is the opposite direction of this. So this is minus B. Okay, correct? But I want to have AG. The whole thing. So first thing first, I need to ask myself, this one is how many units? This part here, how many units? This one is D, right? But how many units it represents? Y'all look at the other side of the similar triangle. This one is 1, right? This part here is how many units? 7. So that means this part is also 7. This part is also 1. So to find the whole thing, 7 is 5 plus 2. This one is 5 plus 2. The whole thing is 7 units. So this one should be 7 units also. So if D represents 7 units, how to find the entire 8 units? How to find? Divide by 7 times 8.
You said find 7 units.
No, yeah. So to find, no, this is 7 units.
Oh, then divide by 7.
Yes. So the D, ayo, now it's thick. Okay, so the D, you want to divide by 7 units times 8. So this is what you get. Cannot. This part here is 7 units.
This one maybe you should fix it.
Here. Similar triangle. If this is 1, this is 7, this must be 1, this must be 7.
But you still need to fix it.
The yellow one I highlight. Can you see the yellow one that I highlighted?
Use that. This one. Time out.
Huh? My lesson until 12:15?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Never mind. Let's continue. B, E, E, F, F, G. So 2, 5, 1. All these are in parts, the units are. And then they say, can you show that DF is 1/8? So I want to zoom into this small one. Okay, versus the big one. First thing I need to let you know is they are similar triangles. So that's why it is good for you to write. Since DF is parallel to AB, okay, therefore by AA test, triangle GDF is similar to triangle GAB. So once you have the red triangle similar to the green one, you can use the ratio already.
So vectors got like a little bit of everything.
Yes. So vectors will overlap. So GF, the ratio of GF, the small side to the big one. Okay, to the big one, GB, should be equals to 1 is to 1 plus 5 plus 2. So it's equals to 1/8. So in other words, I can say that GF is 1/8 of GB. What happened?
So can you go too slow?
Okay. This one I went through already, what?
Yeah, you did by mistake.
Okay. So this is what they want me to show, right? They want me to show that actually not yet. Let's not do this one yet. Okay, this ratio is the same as DF. The base is to the big base. So DF is to AB It should give me the same ratio. So if I relate this together, DF is the same as 1/8 of AB. Okay, you can always add in the vectors because they behave in the same way. Latika, I can hear you. So AB I already know is B, so just put in the B. So shown. So all I know is the ratio is 1:8. It is always 1:8. Okay, next one I want to find BG. Okay, I want to find BG. So I hope you can see that moving from B to G is the same as moving from B to A and then A to G. Can you see that? So it's the same way of moving. Slash focus. So BA is, today my screen keep blinking. So BA is the opposite direction. So instead of B is minus B. Okay, and then moving upward, this part here is D. This part here only is D. So how to find the full thing? So first thing you ask yourself is this part here how many units? This part here how many units? It should be the same as this part, right? So this part here is 7 units. You need to use D. You divide by 7. And then you times the whole thing by 8. Because total got 8 units. This is only 7 units. Okay? So you divide by 7 times 8. So your answer is just this one. Okay, you write like that. Okay, this is your answer. Oh, I don't use 1, I use 2. I use change to 1. Is it more stable? I hope 1 is more stable than 2. It doesn't even show.
How should you get 8 over 7?
Yeah, okay, you see, this part here is 7 unit, right?
Yes.
This part is also 7 unit.
Because why?
Because they are similar triangles, so this is 1:7, this is also 1:7.
But it started.
2 10 which way?
If it started, shouldn't be Pythagoras.
No, the ratio will be the same.
So they're asking for ratio.
Yes. Everything is in terms of ratio. Come back home. Oh, must it fail during my lesson only? Other teacher got this problem
Other teacher never use.
or never use?
Yeah, they only use laptop.
You see why they do this to me? Why?
Which one you want to use? My iPad.
No, it's not my iPad's problem, it's this one got problem.
How about you off and on?
Okay, I give you chance. So this one is 7 because this is 1:7. This is 1:7, right? So I want the whole thing, which is 8 unit. So this D divided by 7 times 8. That's why you get the whole thing. Cannot. Slash. Okay, I want to find CF, which is this one. Okay, let me highlight this thing in red. This one, Can. So this one, I want you to compare with this tiny triangle. Can you tell me what kind of triangle is this? What kind of triangle is this? The red and the blue one. Similar triangles because got parallel line. Why? So this one, can you see alternate angles? These two angles the same. Alternate angle, these two angles the same. So by AA test, the red one is similar to the blue one also. So if you want, you can write here part 2. Part 2. Triangle EDC is similar to triangle EBA AA test. You can write that down first, then you can start using its property. So I want to find CF, this one, and I want to link it to the base. I'm going to copy this down so you can see. Okay, I'm going to copy this blue triangle here. This one. Here I just know it's 2 units. This is B, A, and E. Okay, I'm going to copy down my red triangle. This one. Okay, let me flip it. Can I rotate it? I can, right? Okay, I rotate it. Okay, can you see that? How? My rotation disappeared here. Okay, I just want you to make a I don't want to enlarge it. Okay, I just want you to make a comparison. Just now I already know that this is 2, this is 5. This is what are the dimensions? This is E. Okay, and then this is D. No, this is F. This is C. Yes. E, C, F. This one F, right? E, C, F. Yeah, correct. My writing? Okay. Can but now it's correct, right? Okay, so I want, my objective is that this one is A, this is B. I want to find what is this. Can you see the ratio between the corresponding sides? Can you see that CF over B? So CF over B is equal to 5 over 2. So when you cross multiply, CF it's 5 over 2B. So this is the answer for part 2. So actually the blue and the red one, they are similar triangles. So this is 2:5, this is 2:5, this is also 2:5. So in order to find this, I need to divide B by 2 times 5 so that I can get this. Okay, get it? One more time. This is 2, this is 5. Similar triangle, similar ratio, right? So this is 2, this is 5 also. This is 2, this is 5 also. So if B is 2 units, find 1 by dividing by 2 times 5. That's why you get 5 over 2B. Okay, okay, last one is AE. They want you to find AE. This one. So how to link to AE? No lah. AE I can find by using what plus what? AG plus.
No, wait, isn't it also a similar part of the triangle?
It's a triangle, but I don't have this, so I cannot link to that one.
Use the triangle method of moving.
Yeah. So to move from A to E is the same as moving from A to B, and B to E. So my issue now is how to find BE. Can I find BE? I can, right? Can I find BE, this one? I got BG. This is BG. What do you think I can do? So I repeat one more time. AE. Ayo, I keep hearing Ufa also.
Sorry, we were talking about other stuff. And how we're going to try.
Move on. So AB is B, right? So I write down first. Okay, now my issue is how to find BE if I have BG. BG I know is this. I already found from part 1. BG is the whole line. You divide by 8 first, then you times 2 because BE is only 2 units out of the 8.
So divide by 4 can.
So divide by 8, divide by 4 also can, times 2. Okay, divide by 8 times 2 of this whole thing. So you just go and simplify the rest.
Can you stop missing this one now? Thank you. Why not? This one, he just took my audio and it didn't even get on. Spit it out.
Yes. You see the whole line BG is 8 units. So is 8 units, right? But BE is 2 units only. So I divide by 8 first, then I times 2 units. Sorry? This one times this. This one times this. I expand the 2a inside. I need to simplify my vectors, ma. So after you are done, you still need to simplify. Why? Cause got 8 units, right? My BG, this one is my BG, is 8 units. I find 1 first, then I times 2. Because this one is only 2 units. My BE is only 2 units. The whole thing is 8 units. I divide by 8 first, then I times 2. Then I can find this. Yes. Cannot. Where are you stuck? The expansion? I need to 2-8 my whole BG, ma. B by? The whole thing I must divide by 8. But there's a 7 here though. So if you divide by 8, this one is 1 8, this one is 1 7. Then you times 2 throughout. Yeah, can. But you should get the same thing here. You check. Okay, then last one. My objective now, okay, I erase because so many things on the diagram, right? So let's try to figure out what the question wants us to find. The question wants me to find the ratio of this one, GFD, this one versus FDAE, this one only. So how can I go about in finding the ratio between that two parts? So just now we know this is 1, 2, this is 5. Correct or not? Okay, so first thing first, first thing first, if I use triangle with common height, this whole piece, the area is 6 units. Okay, and then this whole piece, the area is 2 units. Do you agree with me? Because they are triangles with common height. So the red one versus the blue one is 2:6. Correct? But I only want this tiny part here. So that means I need to relate the tiny part with the full triangle first. So how should I relate the green with the black one? What kind of triangles are those? What kind of triangles are those? Okay, so blue one with the black one, okay, is 1:8 square. Can we all agree with that first?
Yes.
So that means this green one here is 1 unit only. The whole thing is 64. Correct or not? Oh, you're like, correct or not? The whole thing is 64. So, which means to say, I square this.
Oh, it's the triangle.
Yes. Okay, so we see this one. This one is 1. The whole thing is 64. Okay, the whole thing is 64. So now, let's imagine that this black triangle, the big one, I mince it into 64 pieces. So now I want you to just focus on the red and the blue one. Imagine the whole red one, the whole thing, the whole thing. Let me call this red one also. This whole red portion and the whole blue portion, they total up to 64 parts. Correct or not? I just found that the whole thing is 64. But if I break them up into its ratio 6:2, then this one get how many parts? 16. Because if I divide by 8 total parts, 1 unit is 8 parts. So that means this part here gets 16. Okay? The red part here gets all gone already, all gone. The red part gets 8 times 6, which is 48 parts. Yes. Gone already, huh? Yeah, here. This one. Okay, little. Let me settle this one first. So I repeat one more time. This is a similar triangle with the black one. So the green and the black is 1:64. Can we all agree on that? Because it's similar triangle with square. So this one is 1 unit, but the whole thing is 64. But just now we also agree that this triangle, if we look at it properly, is triangles with common height. So this one is 2 units. This one is 6 units. Right? The red one and the blue one. So this is a total of 64 units. Just now we already agree on that. If I divide by 8, each unit is 8 parts. So this one being 2 units, I got 16. This one being 6 units, I got 48. So total is 64. Still the same thing. Correct? Can I? So the one that I'm interested in is this tiny green one versus this blue part. So what do you think is the ratio? What do you think is the ratio? What is the green one that we found just now? This one, this green one that we found just now. What is the green one that we found just now? 1 unit. Because this one is 1, the whole thing is 64, remember that? This one is 1, not 1 part, this one is 1. Okay, I redraw. This one, I should draw like that. This one, remember the original one that we had? This is 1. The whole thing is 64. So the small one is already 1. The whole thing is 64. So the remaining here is 63. Can or not? But if I distribute the 64 into 2 big parts, this part here is 48. This part here is 16. So if I want to compare the green one with the blue one, what is the ratio? What is the ratio? That's why all these 1 mark only, you just have to see it. 1:47. Because this whole thing is 48. This portion here is 1. So it's 1 out of 47. I'm just telling you where are they. So one more time, The small triangle here is 1. The big black one is 64. Okay? So you already know this one is 1, this one is 1. Okay, so now the whole 64, I'm going to split it into 2 big triangles. And because this is 6, this is 2, there's 8 units that I should split. So the 64 I divide by 8, 2 of them goes here. So 16 is here, 48 is here. So this whole portion here is 48. I minus the 1. So this part here is 47. Yeah. Sorry? This one is 1. I must minus the 1 away, man. The whole thing is 48. Which one is 8? No, this one is the original tiny piece. Is 1 is to 64. So the original tiny piece is 1 already. I already know this is 1. So that 64, how to split amongst these two portions? 48 goes here. 16 goes here. So out of the 48 minus that tiny 1 there. Okay? Sorry? I never color code. Never mind lah. This one is red lah. This one is red. Okay, so remember, this is, what is the damage? Is 1 mark. If it kills you during exam, just throw some ratio there. Okay, don't spend your whole time on it. That's why I don't want to overkill. If you look at the 2 examples behind, it's an overkill. No point. Okay, O level only at most 1 or 2 part on area. Okay, next one. This one, PQ, AC is A. So let's write it down first. This whole thing is A. AB, this part is B. Brandon, you go there or you keep talking, then how?
He's teaching.
Then teach. But I also can hear. It's the noise level only come from this whole row only. Except the 2 of them. There's 6. No, 5. But to be very specific here, no sound. Okay, I want to finish this. Let's cooperate. Okay? So next one is PQ and AD is 2:5. So I write the ratio down. 2:5. So they tell me this part here is 2. This part here is 5 unit. Okay, then next one is AC is to AD. AC is, where is AC? Oh, the whole thing is 2 times of AD. So the whole thing is 2 times. So that means this D is the midpoint, like it cuts it into half. Okay, if you look at it this way, that means the whole thing is 2 units. Each of it is 1, 1. Okay, then last one, they say, can you find PQ in terms of A and B? So how to find PQ? First step, if I know that AD is A, okay, how to find PQ? Look at the units and help yourself. AD is 5 units, PQ is 2 units. Yes, Sailesh? Ken, I thought you want to answer the question.
This one is like AD half of A. Because AC.
No, AD is A. They already tell me.
AC is A.
Oh, the whole, then this is half A.
Yeah.
So this part here is half A. Okay, so how to find PQ?
Half of.
Half A is 5 units.
That means PQ is half of 5 units.
No, I need to divide this.
Divide by 5 times 2.
Yes, divide this by 5 first to find 1 unit. Then I multiply by 2. So that will give me 1/5 A. So this part here is 1/5 A. Because 2 units. I find 1 unit already, I must times 2. Because that one is 2 units, this one is 5 units. Okay? Then next one, I also want to find BD. B to D. So BD, I can move from B to A and then A to D. So BA is opposite of B, so minus B. Okay, and then AD is just half A. So this is my answer for BD. Correct, right? I go opposite. So this direction is minus B. Okay, now the area question BQB. This one, BQP, sorry, BQP versus BDA. BDA is the full triangle. Can you tell me what is the ratio? Similar triangle. 2:5, but you need to. Similar triangle must what? Similar triangle must what? Don't.
Who's that?
Similar triangle must do what?
Oh my god. Oh, it's the scientist.
Similar
Okay, sit down.
Similar triangle must do what? What's the keyword? Aiyo.
He's the nicest man on earth, eh?
The students must have gone. What is the...
It's the very...
What should we do to the ratio for similar triangle?
Must find the ratio and then you times the ratio.
No. Give me, which is on the diagram already, no problem. OB is up to this point only. So they also tell me is B. Okay, which is fine. Next one, they say OA is 1/3 of OC. So meaning, this thing here is 1 unit. So OC is 3 units in total. So which means from A to C is 2 units. So if this is A, this must be 2A, so that the whole thing is 3A. So this one you can write down on the diagram first. So this is from this statement. So the whole of OC is 3A. Okay? Next one. They tell me that OB is 3 units. So this thing here is 3 units. In order to find my 2 units, I divide by 3 times 2. That's why my BD is 2/3 B. Can you agree with that? Because this thing here is 3 units, I divide by 3 to find 1 unit and then I times 2. So this is 2/3 B. This part here only. Okay, so everything that they give me, I put on the diagram first. Then I move on to the next part. They say X is a point on OC such that BX must be parallel to DC. So what you need to do is to move the ruler parallel to CD and then make it pass through B. Then you draw a line. So this is the line you will draw. Okay? That means the X must be there. No other place already. So you draw the X first. Then you write parallel. Okay? So what is the first thing I can do? In order for me to find XD later, right? I need to find XD, right? I need to have this. I already have this. So in order to have this, I need to find the relationship between this line and this line. So first thing I need to tell you is, do you see a pair of similar triangle? The yellow one and the what? Can you see the full green one? If I highlight the whole green one, can you see a pair of similar triangles? So the ratio of XB is to CD should be the same as the ratio of this is to the whole thing. So can you see that I try to find the ratio of OB is to OD. So OB is B. This one is B. But the whole OD is B plus 2/3 B, which I found it to be 5/3B. So the ratio between this and this will give me 3:5. So I just figure out that this one is 3. The whole thing is 5. This is what I've just figured out. That means this base must be 3. This must be 5. Because it's similar triangle. So 3:5, 3:5, 3:5. Okay? So I just figure out that this must be 3:5. So I write down here. Okay, so I write down here. That means the ratio is also 3:5. Then I cross multiply my CD. Then I realized, I don't have CD. So I need to find my CD by using this. So to find CD is the same as moving from C to O and then O to D. So I add them up and I realize that I just plug in here. So I go and find this and I plug in here. So I got XB. I just found what is XB. Okay? So once you find XB, then finding XD is no problem. Because XD is XB plus BD. So you just add them up and then you should get the answer. Okay, can I leave the working here?